guys, I am back here with another haul. I just wanted to make a quick video showing you the things that I picked up from the new MAC Heavenly Creature collection. It came out in store on July 5th and it launched early online, probably like a week before that maybe, I'd like to say. But a couple of the pieces are sold out online, but I managed to pick them up at the store. I had a couple gift cards to the Bay, so I ended up using those. So most of these things I actually picked up off my Air Miles points because I used my points towards some gift cards. So these were like free gifts to me. That's what I kind of like doing with my Air Miles when I get them, is to get those HBC gift cards, and then I go to MAC and then I buy a whole crap load of stuff. So here is my bag of goodies. I actually picked up the first thing I'm going to show you online because I already knew I wanted to get it. It is the Volcanic Ash Exfoliator. This came out with the Style Black collection, I believe was the last time it was launched, and I went through my bottle so fast. I was able to pick up another, I think I had two. I believe I had two. And I loved it so much, and I've been waiting for them to re-promote this stuff, and they finally did. So as soon as I saw on Timtalia that they were going to be releasing these, I picked up two of these bad boys again. I wanted to pick up more of these, but it's just not in the budget at the moment, as I am going to Vegas in 10 days from now. So I'm leaving on the 17th. So expect some vlogs from my trip and some makeup related things, I'm sure. So definitely subscribe to this channel if you want to see some of my Vegas trip, because it's sure to be a good time. I am going for a bachelorette party and it is going to be fun. The Volcanic Ash Exfoliator is just like a great exfoliator. It smells really good, I think. I think before I didn't actually care for the smell, but just smelling this, it just triggered my memory of how much I absolutely love this product. It has really fine like sugar crystals in it, and they kind of dissolve on your face when you're like rubbing it into your skin. So it's like, it exfoliates enough, but it's gentle enough. So I really like this. It's not harsh on my skin. It doesn't irritate me. Some exfoliators I find are like too harsh, or I have problems with them, but this seems to work really well. It is said to unclog your pores, and I find it is very refining. So definitely check this out. I think it was about $33. I'm not sure on the Canadian website, but you get 100 milliliters of product and 3.4 fluid ounces. So it's a bit pricey, but I think it's really worth it. If you haven't tried it before, I suggest you do, because I think these will probably eventually sell out. They're not sold out online yet, but probably will be. I also ended up with two of the lipsticks from the collection. Actually ended up backing to MAC for both of these. They wrote on the bottom of them, as they do for all back to MACs, but so these were like free as well. So I had my gift cards for the other things and these, so I didn't really actually spend all that much of my own money. I knew for sure that I wanted to get these two lipsticks, and when I went to the store and swatched them, I pretty much liked them all. I knew that I would probably only use the two that I picked up, which happened to be Cut a Caper, which is a luster. And it looks like this. It's a corally pink. It is pretty sheer, but you can build it up to a nice wash of color. This is sold out online. You'll have to probably go to your store, but I think this was released with the Tartan Tail, and it sold out pretty fast, so you really need to go and pick it up if it's not sold out at your counter already. And there is a swatch of that. This reminds me so much of my Holy Grail lipstick, which is MAC Jazz lipstick, but it's a more pink version. So if you like jazz and you want a pinker version of it. I also ended up picking up Pleasure Seeker, which is a glaze, and it is a nice sheer peachy color. It tones down the natural color of my lips, which is pretty dark. I'm wearing it right now. My own lips peeks through this, and the color I end up getting is like so beautiful. As soon as I tried this on at home, I went on the computer, I'm like, I must get a backup. So I ended up getting a backup of this, and when I was in the store, I got a backup of Cut a Caper because I knew that I would love it so much, which I do. And the funny thing is, I actually think I might like Pleasure Seeker better, which is also weird because then I probably like it more than my MAC Jazz. So for a nude, like a peachy like nude, this reminds me of kind of like Shy Girl, like how much I use that, but I like it more. I like this color more than Shy Girl. Crazy, I know. And it's limited edition, but I think this came out last time in the Neo Sci-Fi. It could have been released prior to that, but I know for sure it was in the Neo Sci-Fi, which I actually wasn't around collecting makeup at that time, so glad I got myself one of those. I am a sucker for MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes. I already own like a bunch of them. I'd like to say that I really like them, but by the look of my collection, I love them. It is pretty vast in the Mineralized Skin Finish department. I should actually show you. I saw swatches of these online, and I knew for sure that I wanted Lightyear and Star Wonder, which happened to actually sell out on both the US and Canadian website. I wasn't sure about Earthshine or Center of the Universe, so I wanted to swatch those in person. I didn't think that I would like Earthshine, and I didn't when I was at the counter because it's a little too dark and the color just isn't really my thing. But I did pick up Lightyear. It looks like this. That's one thing I love about Mineralized Skin Finishes is that not only do I like the effect they give on the skin, but like how beautiful is that? They're just so appealing to the eye, so pretty. Definitely good marketing on their part to make them look like this. This is something that I really like. Here is a swatch. I'm going to swirl all the colors together so you get like a fair representation of how it actually looks. Lightyear. That's a pretty heavy swatch, but it's right beside Pleasure Seeker. Extremely pretty. There's like this love-hate relationship with mineralized skin finish products, or just like their mineralized products in general. I know a lot of people either hate these or they really like them. I happen to love the mineralized skin finishes. I don't, my nails are like, okay, I should really not do that. Where was I? I happen to love the mineralized skin finishes. I do not actually care for the mineralized eyeshadows. I find there's a lot of fallout. The pigmentation is great, don't get me wrong. You get a lot of product for what they are. You can use them wet or dry. There are a lot of benefits to them, but it's just hard for me to work with. I don't like how frosted and how much fallout there are with them. So I had all the Style Black mineralized eyeshadows, and initially I bought them based on like how they looked, and I'm like, ooh, I gotta try this product, and I end up taking them home. I use them a few times each, and then I'm just like, I don't really like them, so I end up selling them. Like these skin finishes you can use as a blush, but you also can use them as like a highlighter or bronzer. So the skin finishes I just like to dust on top. The blushes, the ones that I did have, happened to be like super chunky, like glitter or something in them, so I ended up selling the ones I did have, but I ended up picking up one in this collection because the formula and the color was so amazing. I usually steer clear and don't even buy them anymore after the bad luck I had with the couple that I did own, but I do love the skin finishes, and I end up picking up Star Wonder just like I thought I would from online swatches. And this is what that looks like. I don't have anything that looks like this in my collection. Lightyear I probably could find a close dupe for it because a lot of the shades I do own I use as highlighters, and that's one that I would use as like a highlighter. I could also double it up as like a blush because it is workable to be a blush as well on my skin tone. But here's a swatch of Star Wonder, and that's just above Lightyear. It's extremely pretty as well. I just love the sheen that these give. I haven't used the Mineralized Skin Finishes yet on my skin. I've just swatched them, so I can't tell you how they wear or anything like that, but I will have reviews of these and the other products on my blog as I start to use them. The only thing that I have used are the lipsticks, and I highly recommend them, and then the blush. So the blush I'm wearing now, it's long wearing, the color is beautiful, so definitely recommend that one. And then here is the last Mineralized Skin Finish that I got. It is Center of the Universe, and it looks like that. All these have like a swirl of gold in them, so I really like that, especially for summer. These will be good for winter and fall too, but I love the gold sheen. This one has like a peach terracotta bronzy concoction going on that I really liked. This one didn't even catch my eye online, which is funny, and I wasn't even planning on getting it, but when I went into the store and swatched it, I happened to really like it. And it's at the bottom there. I didn't have any room on the side, so this is really awkward. It has that beautiful sheen as well. These are like heavier swatches too, so you can use them as a highlight or a blush. That's what I really love about the Mineralized Skin Finishes. I'm a sucker for highlighting products, if you don't know that already. I am. Highlighters are probably like one of my favorite things next to like a really good foundation. I love foundation. And then finally I got a Mineralized Blush. Surprise, surprise. Didn't think this would happen, but I ended up getting Ring of Saturn. Initially I was going to pick up Supernova, but when I went there and swatched it, I'm like, I have things that kind of look like this. I prefer, like, I really actually liked it. It's just something that I knew I wouldn't use as much as I would use this one, so I ended up picking up this one due to the practicality of it. And I know myself, like things like super bright colors just sit in my makeup collection catching dust, and then I never end up reaching for them. But Ring of Saturn looks like this, and I actually kind of think that mine has like, I'm like shaking right now. I actually think that my Ring of Saturn has like a heart in it. It kind of looks like a heart that's swirled around and gradually gets bigger. Maybe that's just my abstract thinking. Can you see it? Initially when I saw this in swatches online on Temptalia, I was checking out, her Ring of Saturn had more of the terracotta, darker red color in hers than the lighter color, so I didn't actually particularly care for that as much as I do this one. Like, that's one thing about mineralized products that I must say, like if you actually go into the store and swatch them and want to pick one up, maybe ask if you can look at the ones they do have, because then you can pick out just like the design or how much of a certain color you want, as opposed to just randomly ordering it and getting it in the mail and being like, oh, this isn't what I expected, because these are baked and not all of them are exactly the same. Like, you could get one of these mineralized skin finishes from a previous collection and they could totally change just the amount of color that's in one as opposed to another. It was really beneficial to me to just go into the store and check it out in person, because I would not have ended up with this without seeing it in store, because I wasn't too crazy about this watch online. But it's actually a lot lighter, and then it's not as red as Temptalia swatch was. So I really, really like the one that I ended up getting, just because the color is more along the lines of something that I would like. That is everything that I picked up from the MAC Heavenly Creature collection. Lipsticks were $17.50, the skin finishes were $34, and the blush was $28. So if you're interested in picking those up, definitely check out your store. As I said, it was launched on the 5th of July, and they still have a lot of the stuff available online, but some of the things I did get, well, most of them are sold out. So check your counter if you're interested, and I will see you guys in my next video.